You ever watch an athlete and just wonder, how in the world do they do that? You know, that explosive jump, that lightning-fast sprint, it can seem almost superhuman. But what if I told you the secret isn't some rare gift? It's actually a power source hidden inside your own body, and today we're going to learn how to unlock it.
So what is it? What's the real secret? Is it some incredibly complex training regimen? Is it just winning the genetic lottery? Well, the answer is actually a lot simpler. And believe it or not, it's already built right into your anatomy.
That's really it. The secret is a natural spring. Think of it like an elastic mechanism that's literally built into your muscle tissue. It's designed to store and release energy with incredible speed and efficiency. And this is the key to pretty much all explosive human movement.
So let's dive a little deeper into this idea of the body's hidden spring. And look, this isn't just some cool-sounding metaphor. It's a real, tangible system that you use every single day, probably without even realizing it.
Every single time you leap up to catch something, or you push off the ground to start a run, or you throw a ball as hard as you can, you're using this internal spring. It basically amplifies your strength, turning a simple muscle contraction into a powerful, explosive action.
So what's the science behind this amazing hidden spring? Well, it has a name, and that name is the stretch-shortening cycle, or you'll often see it called the SSC. Understanding this cycle is really the first big step to truly harnessing its power. Okay, I know, that sounds a little technical, but stick with me, it's actually pretty simple. Eccentric just means the muscle is lengthening or stretching while it's under tension, like when you're lowering a dumbbell. Concentric is the opposite. The muscle is shortening as it produces force, like when you lift that dumbbell up. So the SSC is just the super fast switch between those two actions. Honestly, the absolute best way to picture this is to think of your muscle acting just like a rubber band. You stretch it, and it stores up all this potential energy. You let it go, and all that energy is released in a snap. It's the same principle. So let's break this down into the three phases you see here. First up, you have the eccentric phase. This is the stretch, or the load, where your muscle lengthens and stores up that elastic energy, just like stretching that rubber band. Next, and this one is so important, is the amortization phase. It's this tiny, brief pause between stretching and shortening. The whole secret to power is making this phase as short as you possibly can. Finally, you get the concentric phase, the release. The muscle shortens, it unleashes all that stored energy, and boom, the rubber band flies. Okay, so if our bodies had this incredible built-in power-boosting cycle, how do we train it? How do we make it more effective? Well, the answer is a specific type of training designed to do exactly that. Plyometrics.
Plyometrics, which a lot of people just call jump training, is all about supercharging that stretch-shortening cycle. The entire point of these exercises is to force your muscles to stretch and then immediately contract in the absolute shortest time possible. It's all about minimizing that middle amortization phase to generate the most force.
And yeah, this quote here really says it all, doesn't it? Plyometrics directly targets that biological spring we've been talking about. By repeatedly loading and releasing that muscular rubber band, you are literally training it to become more efficient, more powerful, and faster. So what does this actually look like in the gym? Well, you've probably seen these exercises a million times. We're talking about things like squat jumps, box jumps, split jumps. But it's not just for your lower body. You've also got things like explosive push-ups or medicine ball throws. Really, anything that involves a quick stretch followed by an immediate powerful contraction is plyometrics. Let's use a classic squat jump as an example. When you quickly drop down into the squat, that's the eccentric phase. You're loading the spring. The split second you hit the bottom and then explode upwards, that's the concentric phase. You're releasing all that energy. The goal is to make that transition between loading and releasing almost instantaneous. And of course, landing softly is so important for absorbing that force and getting ready for the next one.
All right, so why should you bother with all this jumping and bouncing around? Well, training your stretch-shortening cycle delivers some pretty incredible benefits that go way beyond just being able to jump a little higher.
First and foremost, for any athlete, this is an absolute game changer. A finely tuned SSC means more speed, better agility, and just raw explosive power. And it's not just for sprinters or basketball players. This spring action can even improve efficiency and performance in endurance sports.
And it's not just about muscles. The impact from plyometrics is actually incredibly effective at stimulating bone growth. Research has shown that it helps enhance bone mass, which is absolutely crucial for kids, young athletes, and especially for women, helping to build a stronger skeleton that lasts a lifetime.
Now, this might sound a little backward. How can explosive training prevent injuries? But it's true. By teaching your body to absorb and produce force more efficiently, plyometrics can seriously help reduce the risk of lower body injuries. And this is especially significant for female athletes, who can be at a higher risk for certain types of injuries.
So, what's actually happening inside your body when you do this? It's not just about getting bigger muscles. As you can see here, your entire system gets an upgrade. Your nervous system gets faster, your coordination improves, and your body just gets flat out better at storing and using that elastic energy. You're essentially upgrading both your hardware and your software.
So we've gone from this idea of a hidden spring to the science of the stretch-shortening cycle, and finally to the training that unlocks it all. And it really brings us back to one single powerful idea.
Look, this isn't something just for elite athletes. This natural, elastic, incredible power source is built into you right now. It's a fundamental part of how your body is designed to move. So the only question left is, what are you going to do to train it, to improve it, and to unlock your own hidden potential?